Gentlemen, today I didn't expect that I would be making my icebreaker speech. It was actually planned that I would be making an impromptu speech, but it turned out to be that it's an icebreaker speech. But anyway, let's make an icebreaker speech. So, my name is Nurjan and my surname is Ganimurat. Not Ganimurat is my name. Most people mix it up and say they like Ganimurat, but I like it. So I was born in the south of Kazakhstan, where people are very much afraid of. And usually when I acquaint with the girls, I don't call the name of the province that I'm coming from, and they say, "Where are you from?" I would better not call it, and they disappear. I'm from the United States of Shimkent. So, I remember the time when in Almaty I met my friends they are also from Texas in the south of Kazakhstan, in Shimkent, far from there. It's a very dangerous place, and they forgot to remind me that I shouldn't call the name of our province and the town where I come from. And we met such nice chicks, 4 or 5 chicks. And then I decided to get acquainted with them and said to that guys, let's go to them and sit at their table. We went to there and we met them. They were nice and they were talking, blah, 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 but there was a devastating question. Where are you from? So I forgot about this, and they even didn't remind me about this. I said, I'm from Shimkent. They looked at each other. In 5 seconds, they disappeared. So it was the most shocking moment that I had for the second time. I was failed at school. My favorite subject at school was, can you guess what was my favorite subject?
English.
The big break. So it was my favorite subject, the big break. It is 30 minutes. It's nice. So my parents were always crying after when I come back from school, because I was kicked out from school for 4 times. I was illiterate. I couldn't even compose a sentence, not in English, but in Kazakh. It was my native language, and my parents were saying who you would be when you grow up. And I could imagine myself like everyone else I can be. And I told them I'm going to be an astronaut. And they would look at me and say, you are failure. You have to study very hard. And I was really devastated. One day, I came back home with my dealer. You know, at school you will have a case, everything about you. Director called me to her room and said, she was very beaming with smiles. She was so pleasant to me, which she had never been to. She looked at me and said, we are so proud of you that you are leaving our school. So I looked at her and said, really? I was very lucky and I was very excited. Because, in my opinion, I expected that this is 4th time and I will never go back to school. So I came home with my dealer, and in the evening, during the supper, my father asked me, how was the school? I said, nice, very nice. And he looked at me and said, what do you mean? He was suspicious. I said, you know, father, director called me and she gave me my dealer to my hands. And I brought it to you. He was like, oh my God, what we can do with him. My favorite thing was stopping the lessons. For example, one thing that I stopped the lesson was cut the legs of the chair of the teacher who was sitting, and she fell off and she would never come to lesson. My hated subject was chemistry. The teacher of the chemistry was 63 years old man who was almost dying, and I hope that he will die soon. So at that time I did something. I didn't take away his life, don't worry. I didn't do such kind of things. I did something terrible that many people would be angry with. I asked my friends, we had a chemistry laboratory that it was difficult to get in. They pushed me up and threw me inside the laboratory. I decided to mix up every mixture that was there. I didn't know what did I mix up. I saw some creatures, I don't know what is that called, I have never seen in my life, and I poured something on and they disappeared. And then I poured another thing to another thing, and then fire broke up. I was like, oh my God, and the guys behind the wall asking what are you doing? What is that? I don't know, something is burning. What is that? And I said to them I don't know, I mixed up something, and they called the names of these things and said, get out of here. I got out. The next day, the laboratory was burned down. no chemistry room. But I was stupid enough that there was another spare room to have the chemistry class. So this was like kind of, I always ask myself, am I a failure or a success? So after finishing the school, luckily I got in Yente 47, which was my parents were very proud of, because the minimum threshold was 40. I got more, 7 marks more. So my parents told me like, we are very proud of you. I was very proud of myself too. And I said like, I had so much ambition that too much high up to the sky. I said, I'm gonna study in Astana. In 2000, Astana just became the capital. So I decided to come here, which I regretted very much. So, till the first semester, again, the question of where I'm from. This started when I came from here, from United States of Shimkand, and I met my group mates, and actually I was about to enter the Kazakh class. It turned out to be that the Kazakh group was not formed, and we had been scattered around the groups. So after that, they asked me where I was from, and till the first semester nobody spoke to me. But after the first semester, they started making friends with me because I got everything by 5 marks, every subject. And my father, I came home and my father didn't believe me, came back to Astana with me to find out about this from the faculty dean. She said, oh, he's the best student now. My father was looking at me, he didn't believe. So I believe that whenever you make an attempt to strive forward and you just throw away your former mistakes, I think that you can make any success. Unfortunately, we are very short of time. I have to finish my icebreaker speech here, but in the upcoming time, in sessions, you're going to see very interesting parts of my life. Thank you.